And welcome back, guys. So, in the previous lesson, I said we're gonna figure out this little conundrum of getting a face in there, or a surface in there, and I may rather rephrase. So what I'm gonna be doing is, I'm gonna be using a NURBS plane. It's created all the way down there, and then I'm gonna go focus, so I can orbit around it, bring it out, rotate it by 90 degrees, boom, boom, boom. I am also gonna go then, take this up, scale it to the size of what I need, which is relatively that size. Now, I need more resolution than this for the bender former to do what it does best, bend this surface. I'm going to go to surfaces and go to rebuild. Now that we have this window open, I'm going to guesstimate the resolution I need. It is currently set 6 to 6. Maybe we can get away with less. Let's see this and click rebuild. As you can see, it gives us a bunch of isopalms that we can use. 5x5 seems to work quite nicely. And now the same way we bent this curve, we're going to be bending this surface. So with the surface selected, we're going to go into deform, non-linear, bend. I still remember the value we used was 10. Then I'm going to go and rotate this guy by holding down J, snapping it in increments, and then this guy, snapping it in increments. Great. Select that surface again, go to deform, go to, where are you now? Non-linear. And then we're going to go to bend. Again, I'm going to be adding 10 to the bend. 10 to the bend, that's funny. And last but not least, we're going to be taking this guy and then rotating it up, preferably in increments, but it seems to have forgotten its manners. Then I want to then go J, move it that by 180 degrees. Then I would need to have this guy pointing out by negative 90. Now that we have the surface bent to our needs, we can go and select it, Alt-Shift-D to delete its history. We can also go and freeze transformation, center pivot, and all that good stuff. So it's a nice clean NURBS surface. And now we're going to do what we've done before. We're going to project our curve onto the surface. I want to get it as close to the surface as possible. Is there still a distance to project? Yes, there is. I'm going to go and select that guy, deselect this, select that, go into my front view, which is here. Seems that the surface is a bit, well, just not placed correctly. Cool. Now I need to go and select that guy, then deselect the top guy. Come now. Do that and just reselect that surface. Then I'm going to go to surfaces, project curve on surface. Then I have that surface with a new curve on it. And then I'm going to go to surfaces and trim and pick what I want to keep. Press enter. There we go. We've got a little face that we can plunge into the hole to close up. There are a bit of differences I can see here, which is easy enough to fix because I can go right click, control vertex. As you can see, it still remembers that it was a square. Those CVs are still selectable even though not the surface isn't visible. I'm going to do the top and bottom, but the bottom seems fine. Yeah, so let's go and just put that guy a little bit backwards, and then we should be dandy, like dandelions. Great, select something else. As you can see, we've done a very complex shape with actually pretty minimal effort. Now we can always go and select, turn off surface selection up here, so that we can only select curves, and we can go add that to our curves layer, and we can see our surface in all its glory and detail that we've added. Now, I'm going to end off this little mini series here, and in the next lesson, we are going to be learning how to take the NURBS surfaces that we have and converting them into Polygon. I'm going to be using this little guy to do that operation. So, catch you in the next lesson.